Most B2B companies running LinkedIn ads are expecting the same level of direct action that you would see with Google ads. But LinkedIn is a much better platform to support demand generation for your brand, even through softer metrics like video views, document reads, post engagement, or website clicks. LinkedIn in 2026 isn't about getting last touch conversions. It's about getting frequency and audience penetration with the right people until they're ready to buy. In this video, I'm going to show you how LinkedIn ads should be used for B2B brands, some mistakes to avoid, and how LinkedIn ads can support your marketing pipeline to the same extent as Google ads. I just want to make a quick intro. My name is Paul Rooney. I'm the co-founder of Rooney, a paid ads agency for B2B and SaaS brands. I've managed ads for over 8 years now. And during that time, I've managed ads for B2B brands in the industries like event management agencies, cold warehouse storage, bookkeeping firms, and cybersecurity vendors. But let's get into it. Starting off with campaign objective, for a lot of B2B brands, the instinct is almost to go straight for the kill with a conversion campaign or a direct in-mail campaign. The issue here is that these campaign formats either deliver very little results or it's so unprofitable that it doesn't make sense for your business. Especially with conversion campaigns, you're often charged a premium and there's an inflated cost per click, driving less traffic and less reach from your ad budget. The solution here is to nurture your ICP through softer campaign objectives like traffic and engagement campaigns. These two campaign types are the most cost effective at actually reaching your ICP for the cheapest cost per click or the cheapest CPM. The goal here is to drive a cheap but high frequency to your ICP so that we can nurture and develop them. The success metrics with demand creation are going to be a lot softer than maybe what you're used to with Google or Meta. We're going to be basing this off of click through rate, our cost per click, cost per thousand impressions, our engagement rate, things like that. And one small tip with the campaign setup, we recommend that you use manual bidding. LinkedIn will push for automated bidding, but we always find that you end up overpaying for your click or your CPM if you use the automated bidding compared to manual bidding. The next factor we'll look at are audiences, and if your audiences are set up for actual intent and audience penetration, or if they're just set up for reach. We often see B2B brands dilute their audience size for the sake of reach, but you have to fight this urge and keep your audience as tight and specific to your ICP as possible, even if that means a much higher frequency. You want the foundation of your audiences built off of industry, seniority, age, job title, criteria like this. Avoid LinkedIn's audience expansion. It just doesn't have the same precision as manually built audiences built by you and your team. Your priority for your LinkedIn audiences should be audience penetration, not expanding just for the sake of reach, because then you're sacrificing relevance. Particularly with company size, you have to ask yourself, will someone under the age of 25 be a decision maker at this company that you're targeting? As for company size, will a company with 1 to 10 employees have the budget to use your services? And then on the other end of that, will a company with over 10,000 employees really be outsourcing to use your services? These are the things you should consider when you're manually building your audiences for penetration and not for reach. Now that we have our campaign objective, our audiences, we move on to our ad messaging. You want the bulk of your LinkedIn ad messaging to be touching on themes like features and benefits, outcomes of using your service, and pain points. Ad copy is really where sales and marketing can help each other out. More and more sales teams are recording their sales calls, and these should be analyzed by the marketing team to determine if there's any consistent pain points coming up again and again. And then you can integrate this into your LinkedIn ad messaging. Ad copy that's overly brand heavy doesn't carry a lot of weight for someone seeing your ad for the first time or discovering your brand for the first time. People instinctively want to see, okay, what's in it for me or what headaches can you solve if I use your service? As far as what ad formats should you use, we always recommend static banners and thought leadership ads. Thought leadership ads are still underused and they're driving some of the highest click-through rates and highest CPMs across all ad formats. But regardless if you go with static banners, thought leadership ads, or video ads, we still recommend that your messaging is feature benefit focused or outcome oriented, or even touching on the most common pain points. I saved it for last, but one of the biggest shifts across LinkedIn ads in 2026 is the adoption of impression based tracking. Influenced pipeline is now the new term associated with many LinkedIn campaigns. An example of what influence pipeline looks like. For instance, someone sees your paid ad in the LinkedIn feed. They then decide to go onto Google and search for your brand. They hit the website, they submit a form, and a couple of days later, when they revisit LinkedIn, they see one of your thought leadership ads, and that lead ends up closing when they talk with the sales team. LinkedIn will take partial credit for that sale. And this is where the term influenced pipeline is starting to be introduced with LinkedIn ads in 2026. As it didn't close someone directly, but it did influence the sale. If you're considering shifting to impression based tracking for your LinkedIn campaigns, we personally recommend Fibbler. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you're interested in a free LinkedIn ads audit, you can book a call in the description below. No pitch, you'll just get real answers about what's working and what's not working in your account. Thanks again.